Hi folks, and welcome to part 3, prepping for our outdoor kitchen. Welcome back to GBL, the Ole Church, 5 Acre Homestead, and we are happy to report that we are on track to starting our outdoor kitchen very, very soon. Please join us as we clean and pressure wash our patio stones, and we are also pouring cement to build a retaining wall behind our kitchen. Okay folks, we are getting ready here now to clean these patio stones. They are old, they are full of stains, they really need a really good cleaning. I bought this at a local hardware store. It's called TSP, and you make a solution of it. For these stones, it says in the instructions that it should be 1 to 10. 1 part this stuff and 10 parts warm water. I have this bucket, about 4 gallons of water in there now, so I'm going to pour the entire thing in there, which then is probably going to be like 1 to 20 maybe. So I'm diluting it more than the recommendation. So I'm still hoping that it's going to work though to take out all these stains and make these stones look a bit better than they are. So I'm going to mix it all up and we'll see what happens. Okay, it needs to dissolve in the warm water. And then we're just going to use this deck broom and this broom right here and just scrub it into the 2x2 stones, and we're going to let it sit for about an hour and see what happens. Okay, so I'm getting ready here now to put some of this solution, this TSP solution on these stones. Got my rubber gloves on, got my safety glasses on. Okay, so here we go. Just going to scrub it in and see what happens, folks, and leave it for about an hour or so. Is my plan anyway. And the rose bush right there, so I don't know. That was nothing. I must say, folks, that Betty and I are very, very pleased with how these stones turned out. The pressure washer and the chemical that we used to clean the stains off of these stones worked out quite well. Devin is here now cleaning them, and as you can see, many of the stains and the dirt and grime that has been caked into these patio stones is coming out very, very well with the pressure washing. And Devin is being very careful to make sure that he cleans all surfaces, including the seams or joins between the 2x2 patio stones. With the stones all washed, we are getting ready now to build that retaining wall on the back of the patio stones where we are going to be putting our kitchen. What you are looking at here now is the material that we used to build the concrete form for the retaining wall. The concrete form is 16 feet long by 1 foot high, and we used OSB sheeting that was 1/2 inch thick. We also used strapping to support the form, and we kept all this together with 2-inch screws. Our newly finished back patio and those newly cleaned 2x2 patio stones have been protected by a sheet of heavy plastic. We are getting ready to pour some concrete for that retaining wall. We plan to construct a wooden wall on top of the concrete wall, and we will be using anchor bolts to secure the wooden wall to the concrete. More water, probably. That's an old bed rail there, folks, from an old single bed that Betty and I had at one time, and we decided to put the framing for the bed rail in the concrete to strengthen it. Good evening, folks. It is Garry here from GBL, the Ole Church, 5 Acre Homestead. We have been quite busy today building this retaining wall back behind where we're going to put our outdoor kitchen. It is now 9:45 p.m. Newfoundland time, and as I said, we've been quite busy. We just finished cleaning up the cement mixer and all of our tools and stuff, and we put the last load of cement in this wall. And we also just finished putting in some anchor bolts, because we're going to build a little wall on top of this, because behind here we're planning on putting a couple of raised beds, so we won't have to bend over and to do our gardening back here. Tomorrow I'll show you some more pictures in the daylight. As I said, it is around 10 o'clock here now, Newfoundland time. Okay, folks, I want to talk a little bit about this retaining wall here that we have back behind where we're going to be putting our outdoor kitchen. And we built this wall on Thursday. Now this is Monday, so it's been 4 days. The industry would say that you should leave forms or frames for concrete walls up for at least 48 hours. Well, we've had these up now 3 days, which is much more than the 48 hours. And we're going to be taking this down today. And if you look closely, you'll notice that we have the names of our 3 grandsons carved in the stone before it's set. So Alexander is there, our oldest grandson. James, who you've seen in several of our videos, and Chase, our youngest grandson. Okay, so this wall is going to be, as I said, back behind where we're going to keep have our kitchen. And above here, next year, we're hoping to put a raised bed back here on this bank behind the retaining wall. Removing the forms from this wall today, folks. Okay, we have all the concrete stones that were laid down for support along this concrete frame. We have those all removed now and stacked up outside the house. And now I'm getting ready to remove the stays and the support 2x4 along the front here. I'll remove that now and then finish off with removing the actual retaining wall itself very soon. Removing the very last two stays here now that was supporting this retaining wall frame. Now, before I actually remove the retaining wall frame, I'm just going to give it a few gentle taps with my hammer here, all the way along. That's to loosen the frame itself away from the concrete. Okay, the form is away from the retaining wall. Not a bad finish there, folks. I'm going to remove that form now and take it apart and remove the insulation that I had used in a few places to seal up a few openings. Those underneath the form. I'll clean all this up. This retaining wall now, the concrete in it, will actually turn a nice white, and probably within the next few weeks, after it dries out some more, I'll probably give it a coat of paint or a coat of stain and some sealer to protect it over the winters and for the next few years anyway. Nice little retaining wall back here behind our kitchen. Okay, we have this all cleaned up here now, folks. The forms have all been removed and put aside. All of the seams between all of these stones have been cleaned again and sucked out with the vacuum cleaner. All the little rocks have been swiped away. The final step in preparing this concrete patio now is to brush with a broom, with a regular broom or deck broom, some very fine stone dust between all of these seams. Fill them up, and you can do that by just brushing it with like I said, a regular broom or a deck broom. And then once we get the stone dust in these seams, we're just going to sprinkle a light coat of water from our garden hose over this entire surface, just to settle everything. And here in this clip, folks, you can see that Devin is sweeping some of the very fine stone dust in between all of the patio stones. He's filling up the seams or joints between the stones. And here's a reminder, folks, please visit an earlier video that we did where we actually visited a quarry just outside of Gander, Newfoundland and Labrador, and got a full pickup load of stone dust. And please visit another video that we did where we actually made fertilizer for our garden from this stone dust. And here in this clip, you can actually see that Devin is pouring a light coat of water all over these stones and between the seams to settle all of the stone dust down between each patio stone. Our plan now, folks, is to leave this back patio for at least 24 hours without any traffic on it to allow all of the stones to settle and strengthen up. And then, in a day or so, and if the weather permits, we will actually begin the construction phase of this outdoor kitchen. So, what do you think, folks? Did these stones turn out very well? We think they did. Let us know what you think. Send us a comment, and please like and share our videos, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and Part 4 will be coming very soon.